Theory in brick very frequently appears throughout the film, and some scenes are more obvious than others in presenting the use of theory in either the narrative, characters, or the visual imagery. I have mentioned the majority of theories throughout in the previous videos, so this final video will focus solely on the Enigma code, as this is very strongly shown in brick. The Enigma code is Roland Barthes' theory that illustrates and suggests the idea that a text uses a complex narrative to build tension and make the audience want to question why something has happened or what the thought process of the character is. It effectively draws the audience in to make them more active rather than passive. The Enigma codes in brick are: how and who killed Emily? This is further stressed by Brendan's flashbacks to her lying in the tunnel. It also changes the pace of editing. During all flashback scenes, the shots are fast, short jumpy cuts that are vague with unstable camera movement and a blue hue filter, which all support the effect of the enigma of her death. A typical film noir mystery stroke detective style narrative convention is visible here. Moreover, the pieces of papers are like detective clues and also serve as an enigma code to the audience. Sound effects like heavy footsteps and echoing as Brendan runs through the tunnel adds to the enigma of who he is chasing. The cigarette with the blue arrow on is thrown out of the car onto the pavement, and a point of view shot shows Brendan looking at it. This makes the audience wonder what the cigarette and, more importantly, the arrow represents and the relevance of it to the storyline. The enigma is then closed and restored at the end of the film when Laura has the cigarette in her mouth, and this is a missing puzzle piece that Brendan uses to find out who was originally driving that car and how Laura fits into the death of Emily and the theft of the last tenth of the brick. The film title itself is an enigma, as are the other unusual words used in the film. For example, brick is a code word for a brick of drugs. Emily uses the words poor Frisco to code the death of Frisco Farr, and when Laura says copy and pie oh my, to secretly reveal a restaurant location which Brendan later follows up.